My name's Rob Bannister. I've been skating since I was about 8, so that would be 30 something, no, more than that. I don't know, 36 years, something like that. Someone gave me a skateboard. My uncle left his skateboard he no longer wanted in the garage of my parents, and I went, skateboard. I just kept it from there. I mean, there's certainly a kind of unwritten rule of kind of I don't know, skateboarding brotherhood type thing. There's been places when I was in France many years ago, and even though I don't speak a word of French, the skaters were there. You've got a board, they've got a board. Just going to get on with it. So there was kind of unwritten law, maybe, I don't know. Well, and bear in mind this was back in the late 80s. Skating wasn't that big back then, so it was just kind of just people skating. I think my era was a very different thing. Being a professional skateboarder in this country wasn't really a thing that was even on the kind of radar. It was, we had, 3 professional skaters in this country when I was younger. Sponsorship wasn't really a thing, so it's not really something I ever really considered. It was just kind of, you know what I mean? There's always schisms within it because people like groups and some groups get much other groups better than others. But I think there's always a degree of kind of, it's kind of like the motorbike thing. If you're a biker, then there's a sort of, well, you're willing to get on a bike and risk it and go out there, and therefore you're one of us kind of thing. I mean, you see like a motorcyclist crashed, the other bikers will not ride past because there's an unwritten rule that he's one of us, go and see if he's alright. And I think to a degree there is with skating as well, it's kind of like if you're willing to pick up a board and risk the body to do something stupid, even if you're not very good at it, there's always a kind of grudging respect of like, we're in this together kind of thing. I think you'll find that's just skaters building up their importance, because when South Bank was under threat, it wasn't about, oh, it's South Bank, let's get rid of skateboarders. It was just a very expensive bit of prop in the middle of London that needed redeveloping. Our DIY spot, Mill Houses, that's recently got done, I'm amazed we had it for as long as we did. Again, a very expensive bit of prop and a good postcode. It's not nothing to do with something personal, it's just the way it is. And the nature of DIY spots is that you have them for as long as you have them, and then they're not yours anymore. Going back to the DIY thing, I mean, the one that we've just recently lost is the most recent one. This place, strictly speaking, is House 4, the first 3 of which were in derelict buildings, which people these days go, oh, that's DIY. It's like, well, yes, that's how we started it. That's how, DIY is nothing new. I mean, Holland Burnside been there for, you know what I mean? That's been there forever. That is a DIY spot. It's a legitimised one these days. But it started out as a bunch of skaters going, go on then. The first ones we did were in Millhouses Park in the old Lido before that got torn down for the bits and pieces. Back in the early 90s, we would go in there, and there was the remains of the Lido, which was kind of multi-level thing, and we just stick banks and blocks and stuff between them. And most days we would come down there and find that some of the building had been in there and smashed it to pieces, and it's just accepted because it's not a legit spot. It is what it is. You go in, you do what you want, and so can everybody else. So most days we'd go down there we'd always take hammers and stuff with us because we'd expect to have to do some rebuilding every time we turned up. And same with, when we decided that it might be fun to try and do an indoor one for the winter, the first spot we had was by what was West Park Police Station, which was far too noticeable. It actually got smashed up by the police, which was fun. Actually came in there and put the boots through the ramps. So the second one and the third one were both on Archer Road in what was Lakecox Engineering. We had those for quite a while. Whilst we were watching the third one about to get demolished because the land had been bought, so therefore the inevitability is it's going to go down, it's going to go. That's when we started looking at setting up something legit, just because I got a bit bored of getting things smashed. But I don't know, it's kind of in the nature that you get them for as long as you get them. As it is, we managed, what, 4 years, 5 years? Pretty good going that, really, especially in that postcode. I was amazed it lasted as long as it did. And obviously we're now looking for another one independent, and if we get found, it'll last for as long as it lasts. Well, I don't skate as much as I used to these days. What, we've been a bit old, a bit broken, and always busy. I still enjoy it. Well, if you keep enjoying it, then keep doing it, don't you? These days are mostly rattle about rather than actually doing all these tricks of, got a bit too much like hard work these days. Trying to keep low, keep falling floor.